Okay, class, this is going to be the video that goes along with Smartboard Interactive for lesson, and this should actually be for lesson 1. It's correct on your sheet, but I'm going to change that right there. First things first, make sure your name, your partner's name, due date is in the upper right-hand corner. You only need one of these for you and your partner. The first thing you're going to be doing is you're going to be going to the PhET website. This does require a computer with Java. Ours at school do have that. And you're going to be running the program for building atoms. So the first thing we're going to do today is we are going to do one of these together. So the first one we're going to look at is lithium. So we are going to do this segment together. You will be responsible for doing these 3 atoms. So first we're going to go to PhET. Again, when we do PhET, the first thing we need to do is identify the number of protons. So I'm going to grab here. And I'm going to drag in. You'll notice each time I add a proton, I'm changing the identity until I get to lithium. That has 3 protons. The next thing is number of electrons. Number of electrons equals my number of protons. So I add 2 electrons to my inner energy level, and the third one is going to go out here. Now, when you have a third valence electron like we have in this case, where we have, one valence electron all by itself, that is going to be extremely reactive with which lithium is. I'm then going to add the number of neutrons, which in this case is the atomic mass, which rounded is 7, minus 3, which is the atomic number, which gives me 4 neutrons. And you can look in the upper right-hand corner of PhET. If I move this, you can see up here that we have the protons, neutrons, and electrons numbered. So let's jump back to our sheet now. I have cancel. All right, so I have the atomic number right here, which equals the number of protons, which is 3. My number of protons equals my number of electrons, which was 3. And my atomic number, my atomic mass, which was 7, minus my atomic number, which was 3, gave me 4 neutrons. And in this box right here is the spot for you to draw your model of lithium. So I would have 2 electron energy levels and my nucleus in the middle. I'm just going to draw an arrow out here, and this is fine for you to do. P equals 3 in the nucleus, N for neutrons equals 4. Then I'm going to draw my 3 electrons, 2 on the first energy level, and 1 on the second, just like that. You're going to repeat that process for carbon, boron, and fluorine. You can stop the video now, and when you are done with that segment, we'll be moving on to the next one. Okay, we're now going to be moving on to the next question, which is using PhET to create a positively charged atom. This is an ion, and what I want you to do is create it for lithium. Now, the hint that I'm going to give you is that when you are doing ions are going to be looking at the number of electrons. So you're going to be adjusting the number of electrons in your atom of lithium. So you are going to draw that in the space provided. After you have done that on PhET, and you're sure you've done it right, you can press play again and move on to the next one. The next one we have is we are going to look at now isotopes, and in this case you're going to be looking at an isotope of carbon. We're looking specifically at C14. You're going to use PhET to make this isotope. You're going to draw it in the space provided below. As a reference, up here you made carbon. This is carbon 12. Here I'm asking you to make a diagram of carbon 14. Remember, with isotopes, this number is the mass number, which is protons plus neutrons, and isotopes are related to changes in the number of neutrons. So finish up that segment, and when you're done, we'll finish up on the last one for this activity option. All right, and for the last one, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be playing a game on PhET. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be playing level 2 of the game, and you're going to be playing 2 rounds of it. So if I go to PhET, which is right here, in the upper right-hand corner, there's a game button. You're going to click that, change this to level 2, and click Start. And that will start the game. You're going to play 2 rounds on level 2. You'll record down here your score for each one of the 2 games that you play, and your time. Once you're done with that, you have successfully completed this activity option. Good luck.